Today, let's make a moving magnifying glass effect in Canva. So to begin with, I'm going to go from the Canva home screen to video, and then I'll choose video landscape. Next, I'm going to go to elements, and under recently used here, I'm going to use this picture, which is of Luxembourg Gardens in Paris. So I'll click on that. Next, I'm going to add a slide, and then I'm going to go to photos and type in white background. I'll just choose this marble one here. Now I'll right click and say detach image from background, and then I want to go to apps and type in Image Cutout Maker. I'll choose this one here, and then I'm going to get this circle, and the reason the circle is there is because down here it says cutout shape, and you can have different shapes that you want to cut out with. This one I'm just going to make about the same size as this area on the marble here, but I'm going to make sure I place this in the center. So click snap to center, and then at the bottom we can say add to design. Now we can delete this first one, right click and click copy, and then we can delete this second frame here, go back to the first one, right click paste. Now with this background image as well, we want to right click and say detach image from background. Then I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to make this image bigger. And I'm going to zoom back in again and click on this image here, go to edit, go down to duotone under effects, click on custom, and change these colors to white, so you then have a white background to the circle. Now we can click on this and make it slightly bigger. What we want to do with the zoom is to just end up with these plants here in the middle of the image. So I'm going to crop this in just to make it a little bit smaller, and I'm going to start this magnification from up here at this tower, and I'll bring it down to the flowers here. Now the way that we need to do this is not to move the circle itself, but to leave the circle in place and to click on the background image, and then we're going to move that. But as we do that, we want to be recording the screen. So to do that, in Windows you need to hold down the Windows button, hold down Shift and press R. In the Mac you need to hold down Command, Shift and then 5 to get the screen recording software to come up. Now we just want to make sure as well that we don't have too much of a bar here. I'll just lower it slightly. Now I'm going to zoom right in to make this white area as big as it can be on the screen, and then I'm going to hold down Windows Shift and R, and I'm going to draw a box around the circle here, and then I'm going to click start. Once the video starts, we can click on the background and start to move it diagonally, making sure that we end up with the plant pot in the middle of the circle at the end. Now we can stop the video, and when this screen comes up here we want to click on save and save it somewhere on your desktop. So I'll save it as plant pot. So we can get rid of this now, zoom out, and then we can delete this white bit here, and we'll click on the background image and we'll bring it back to normal size again. Now we want to upload the video that we've just created. So from that folder we can just grab it and drag it over to Canva. Make sure that the video here is aligned with the background, like this. Make sure that this one's deleted here. Now we can make this a little bit smaller, and also what we want to do is to remove the background of this video. So click on the video and say BG remover. Once the background is removed, we'll just zoom in a little bit on the image here, make it a bit smaller again, and we'll take this to the beginning of the video. We want to align the video just over the top of where it's starting here. And now we want to give it an animation as well. So we want the animation to take this circle from where it is now until it rests over the top of the plant pot here. So this plant pot needs to end up right in the center of this circle. So we'll click on animate and we'll click on the B, and then you can just take this across until it meets the plant pot. Once you've done that, we want to go to the movement styles and click steady. And then in a minute also we want to be able to change the speed of this, but I'll click done for now. Now we're going to want to trim this video, so with the video selected, go to the trim tool and you can watch the video here. And the 2 points we want to watch out for is firstly when does the video actually stop still over the plant pot, so we'll play it. And it's right about here. So we'll trim it into that point. And then also where does it start? We'll come back up here, play. And it starts to move just about here at the 2 second point. So we'll trim it into the 2 second point there. Then we can click done. And we'll change this background here so it's the same length as the video, and we'll click play. Now what we want is for the animation of this moving across to stop exactly when the plant pot is in the center. So for that we're going to have to click on this, go to animate, and at the moment it comes across too quickly, so it comes across at 3.2 seconds. We want it to finish at 7.6 seconds. So click on it, go to animate, and we want to make this slower. And we want to keep adjusting it until the animation stops dead right at the end of the video at 7.6 seconds. So we're just about there now. If you play the video through, you should see that as the dot moves, it's moving over the right places so that when it finally finishes, it's right over the plant pot. So we'll zoom out, and the next thing we want to do is to add in the magnifying glass. So go to Elements, click back and go to Graphics and type in magnifying glass. And scroll down, and this is one of the ones that's good to use here. The reason being is that it's transparent. Another one that you can use that will come up hopefully is this one here. It's come up under Magic Recommendations, but that is also a see-through magnifying glass too. I'm going to use this one for now. Now with the magnifying glass, what we want to do first of all is here we need to make sure that it stays on for the whole of the video. Then we'll just zoom out a little bit, and we want to make this the right size so it covers the circle in the middle perfectly. Then just move it to one side for a moment and click on the circle, go to Style, click on that, and then click on the magnifying glass, and that will copy the animation across from one to the other. Then you want to put the magnifying glass over the circle, go to Position, click on the magnifying glass, hold down Control and click on the circle, and then click Group. And you should find as you watch the video that the two stay together as it comes over the plant pot. So I hope this tutorial has been helpful for you today. Please do subscribe to the channel to learn more about Canva.